Hey, how's it going, guys? Today we'll be taking a look at buying laptops for college students on a budget. The main features we'll be going over are price, portability, and specs, which are the three main components that make a good laptop for college. Let's take a look. The first laptop on the list is the MacBook Air, and no, I'm not talking about the new MacBook Air. I'm talking about the older first generation one back from 2008. Now, if you're buying a laptop suited for college, then you are most likely buying one for taking notes and are on a budget. If your sole purpose for this laptop is to take notes, you really don't need a whole lot of processing power to do so. The new Mac Air starts at $999 for the 11.6-inch model and $1199 for the 13.3-inch model, which are simply out of the price range for most college students. You can pick up a first-generation MacBook Air from eBay for around $350 to $400, maybe even cheaper. Now, if you're worrying about buying a laptop from 2008, don't worry. Apple makes quality products that are made to last, and that older MacBook Air from 2008 is pretty much guaranteed to work like the day it was released. Not to mention, battery life is great on this older device, as its estimated battery life is around 5 hours on a single charge. Now, you may be wondering, since you are buying the device used, if the battery will provide to its fullest potential. The answer to that is most likely not. Keep in mind, however, you can purchase brand new batteries on eBay for a cheap price, allowing the laptop to withstand its 5-hour charge like a brand new device. You won't be losing out on weight either, as the new MacBook Air weighs in at about 2.38 pounds, while the old one weighs exactly 3 pounds. That's only a 0.62-inch difference, so portability really isn't an issue here. Same goes for thickness. The difference is very subtle, and you will hardly notice the differences between the two. In conclusion, the 2008 model of the MacBook Air is a great choice for a college student who simply wants a laptop for taking notes, while at the same time having a thin, portable computer to carry around with them at college. The next laptop on the list is the MacBook Pro 2009 model. As mentioned previously, if you are buying a laptop for the sole purpose of taking notes, you really don't need a powerful machine to do so. This particular MacBook from 2009 can most definitely handle all your note-taking needs, plus more, including light gaming, browsing the web, and of course watching movies. If you are buying a laptop geared towards college and just happens to be your main computer as well, this is not a bad choice. This notebook can be found on eBay for around $500 for the 13.3-inch model, which is roughly the maximum price point a college student would spend on a laptop anyways. Like I said earlier, do not worry about purchasing this notebook used, as if you just take the time to replace the battery, you should have a laptop in perfect working order. That aside, this laptop should give you a solid 7 hours of battery life on a single charge, making it suitable enough to last you throughout the day. Portability on this laptop is not bad either. While it is not as portable as the MacBook Air, the MacBook Pro is portable enough to throw in your backpack or carry to class to take notes. If you don't mind a tad bit of extra weight, you should definitely take the MacBook Pro 2009 model into consideration, as its slick aluminum body and power it packs sure make up for its thickness. The third laptop on the list is not actually a single laptop, but rather falls under the category of netbooks. Before we dive deeper into this, let me give you a brief history of netbooks and what type of netbooks would be suitable for college. For starters, netbooks are very limited devices. However, with today's netbooks, depending on the specifications, you may be able to do a lot more, including running standard programs and possibly light gaming. Now back to the limitations part. A good amount of netbooks are limited, meaning they cannot run your traditional PC programs like Photoshop, Premiere Pro, or any other programs that fall under that category, as they are low-powered devices. The majority of netbooks also lack when it comes to keyboards, screen size, and build quality. Let me explain further. Keyboards found on netbooks are not going to be your traditional full-size keyboard, but rather a scaled-down, smaller keyboard with poor build quality. Same goes for screen size. Typically, screen size is broken up into two categories, smallest and largest, 7 inches being the smallest, and 12 inches usually being the largest. Build quality of and around the screen will not be up to par with traditional notebooks either. In general, build quality on an average netbook will be significantly worse than a traditional laptop. Now, when buying netbooks, there are two types that you will come across: consumer and higher-end business netbooks. If you will not be happy with a small keyboard, small screen, and poor build quality, you are going to want to avoid what is called the consumer netbook, as these type of netbooks have many of the traits just mentioned. Higher-end business netbooks are the type of netbooks you are looking for, as these netbooks typically have a much higher build quality than consumer netbooks, as well as a more professional look to them. Battery life is at its best when it comes to netbooks, as battery life ranges from 3 hours all the way up to 9 hours, depending on what cell battery you have. The price range for these computers is anywhere from $250 to $350. These devices are also extremely portable and perfect to carry around with you around campus. However, just know what you are buying and know the limitations of purchasing a netbook. Whether you decide to go with a consumer-grade netbook or a higher-end business netbook, be aware that they are both significantly smaller than your average standard laptop. If you are willing to sacrifice a smaller keyboard, smaller display, and build quality that is not up to par with a standard notebook, the netbook may just be for you. To recap, the main things to take into consideration when buying a laptop geared towards college are price, portability, and specs. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, feel free to like, rate, and subscribe. Thanks.